Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog just not confused, and I watched V for Vendetta for the second time. Sorry. First time that I watched it was years ago, so yeah. Obviously I remember the mask, you know, the mask, that mask was famous. It infamous, you know, it was really popular, you know. Everybody had a mask like that. I didn't, but you know, I didn't know what it was from. But I saw the mask a lot when I went to high school. Yeah. So yeah. Also, this will be the only movie of today because otherwise I have to watch Superman Returns, which I don't mind. Yeah, I'm curious about Superman Returns, but it's a 2.5 hour movie. It's already 12 o'clock, so I don't want to end at 3, you know, with everything. So I thought, you know what, we're gonna do this one later, you know. Yeah. So this will be the only movie that you get today. Sorry. Tomorrow we're gonna start with Beverly Hills Cop and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ooh, exciting! Like this, yeah, yeah. I think it, yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, yeah. Um, let's start with this movie. We hear a woman say something, then it's also pitch black. Yeah, we don't see anything. We see then a light there. It's over there. Just it maybe somebody opened the door or something, and that's the light that shines. Then a spot on the wall. We get a kind of close shot of a guy. I don't know what his name is. He's walking. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Yeah. Also, why you only get one movie is also because it's now summertime. You know, the clock went 1 hour, hour further. You know, in the middle of the night, and that kind of messed up my sleeping pattern. So I woke up 2 hours later. So you know, that's also why. You know, otherwise, I could watch definitely 2 movies. Anyway. um. Yeah, walking. We see a door open, and we see two people. Well, first we see one person, you know, with a torch. Uh, flame torch, not the torch that they use in the UK, as a torch, as in a flashlight. Even though this apparently happens in the UK, well, Great Britain it says, but that's basically the UK, part of UK. Yeah. I'm confused myself. Anyway, torch, yes. Uh, we hear a dog bark. We see something. Right, no, wait, we see the guy. Um, he sees them, and he starts. He turns around and starts to get out of there. He's running. Um, he's running around the corner, and we see some people coming down the stairs. The guy stops, looks behind him, and they're already, very close behind him. They're already on his tail. So he pulls out the sword and starts to fight. But we're gonna leave that because if you want to know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. That was definitely kind of a funny scene. The V had, obviously had his mask on. He had kind of a, not really, maybe he had a bob, a bob hairstyle, and he wore an apron, but it kind of looks silly, with him wearing that mask, and then having an apron and shit, it was kind of fun to see. Especially knowing how, fighting and shit, but just, it just looked funny, Overall, it was a decent movie, nice camera work, very sharp and shit, good fighting, that's it. I will give this movie a 3.75. Go watch the movie yourself, leave likes, recommend the good. Oh, good Stephen Fry movie down below in the comment section because he played a role in this. Subscribe to the channel, check out my channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food every week from time to months, and also on my first channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music, link down below in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.